Chapter 12. The trouble with frisbees is you can never be exactly sure where they are going to go. Every afternoon, straight after lunch, me, Harrison, Maddie, Carly, Cerise, and Montego would meet by the slide with our t-shirts on and then play zombie mermaids in the pool. Trouble is, boys don't usually want to be mermaids, even when they are zombie ones, so we couldn't really play zombie mermaids for very long. Everyone wanted to play frisbee throwing though, especially when it was zombie frisbee throwing. Montego said that we could all be water zombies without being mermaids, and that our special zombie frisbee was made out of red-hot lava, which meant if you held it for too long, all your fingers would melt off and sink to the bottom of the pool. The trouble with your fingers sinking to the bottom of the pool is you can't hold Spanish lemonade or ice cream or anything. So if the frisbee came to you, you had to throw it to someone else really fast. The trouble with throwing frisbees really fast is they can almost go into space, especially if you're not standing in the pool when you throw it. I did start off in the pool, and even when I was right up to my shoulders in water, I did some really good throws. Trouble is, then I found a beetle floating in the water beside me. Maddie said it was a zombie head louse from Deadland, but it wasn't. It was definitely a shiny black and green beetle from Spain. It splashed straight towards me and even touched my arm, and its legs were still moving. So I had to stop playing zombie frisbee for a moment, scoop it into a plastic cup, and throw it out of the pool back onto the concrete. The trouble with throwing beetles out of swimming pools is they land upside down. The trouble with beetles landing upside down is they can't turn themselves the right way up. They just stay upside down and wriggle and wriggle and wriggle. At least Spanish beetles do. So I had to get out of the pool to help turn it over. The trouble with turning beetles over is you can't really do it with your fingers, in case they nip you. So you have to find a lolly stick to turn them over with instead. Then, once you've found a lolly stick, you have to concentrate really hard on getting the beetle's legs to grab on, which is quite hard. And then you have to turn him over without him letting go, or he might fall off and land upside down again, which is even harder. So when a zombie frisbee comes to you, you don't really notice it at first, and then when everyone screams zombie fingers at you, it really makes you jump. And when you look round at everyone in the pool and they're telling you you've only got 2 seconds before your fingers melt off, it makes you really panic. Pick up the zombie frisbee and throw it away really fast, so fast that it goes right across the pool, straight over the sun loungers, and between some palm trees and over a fence, which wasn't my fault, except everyone said it was. At first, they laughed and splashed about and said it was really funny. Carly said I must have done a turbo zombie frisbee throw. Maddie said I must have switched to zombie space catapult force. And Cerise said I'd thrown it so hard she was surprised my arm hadn't fallen off and landed in the pool, which was the funniest. But then Montego said I had to go and get the frisbee back from over the fence, which is wrong because it wasn't even his frisbee in the first place. It was Harrison and JoJo's. Then everyone said I had to go and get the frisbee back from over the fence, including Harrison and JoJo, because I was the one who had thrown it over. Plus, I was already out of the pool, thanks to that beetle. So I had no choice. I had to go and look for the frisbee, which meant I had to go behind the fence too. The trouble with fences is they can be a bit strong when they're Spanish, especially when you don't know what is on the overside. So I asked Montego and Cerise to come with me, but they wouldn't. Montego said that his flip-flops were under the bed in his hotel room and that Spanish concrete was too hot for his feet. Cerise said she wanted to have a go on the slide. Maddie said he wanted to practice his duck diving. Carly said she was feeling a bit sunburned, which was definitely a lie because she was bluer than any of us. And Danny said he needed to check the battery on his iPod, not including Jojo. That only left Harrison. I knew Harrison wouldn't let me down. Finish! See you next time. Bye!